The following Signode safety video depicts Signode's automatic cotton bale strapping systems on bale presses. At Signode Packaging Systems, customer satisfaction, including safety, are top priorities. We carefully design, manufacture, and test our power strapping equipment to ensure that it meets strict performance requirements. Following installation, our sales and service representatives train your personnel to use and maintain the equipment safely and correctly. This video will help educate you about personal protective equipment, general housekeeping, and safety procedures for machine service. It's extremely important that equipment operators wear personal protective equipment to prevent eye, foot, and other injuries. Signode recommends that operators wear steel-toe safety shoes, and that both operators and bystanders wear safety glasses with side protectors. Some gins may also require operators to wear hard hats and hearing protection. Operators should follow any additional personal protective clothing and equipment guidelines designated by their facility. Maintaining a clean, uncluttered work area will also help prevent injuries. Be sure that the strap path from the dispenser to the chute system does not interfere with traffic patterns. Also, be sure the dispensers are working properly and the strap does not spill out onto the floor. Always dispose of used strapping in designated disposal or recycling containers. When loading strap dispensers, always use proper lifting and loading equipment. Make sure the wing nut on the dispenser is securely fastened before starting operation. Always properly dispose of the packaging materials. All operators and service personnel must be fully trained before operating or working on Signode equipment. Signode conducts comprehensive operation and service training during installation. If, after completing training, you have any questions regarding proper operating procedures, ask your Signode service representative for help. Signode power strapping systems are equipped with machine guarding to help prevent injuries and safety labels to alert you to possible hazards. Be sure that all safety labels and control panel identification plates are in place and legible. If you need to replace any labels, contact your Signode service representative. Guarding around moving machine parts helps eliminate crush, shear, and pinch hazards. Make certain that these guards are always in place when the equipment is in operation. Signode also recommends that you guard the area around the rear chutes to help prevent operators from entering this area while the equipment is in operation. Only personnel who are trained and authorized specifically to work on electrical equipment are to service the strapping system's electrical components. Additional precautions must be taken to ensure that all electrical components are working properly. Keep panel covers closed to prevent operators from touching live electrical wires and to protect the equipment from dust and debris. Check illuminated controls for burned out bulbs, replacing bulbs as necessary. Be sure that all emergency stop buttons, service and lockout switches are functioning properly at all locations throughout the system area and on all Signode operator control consoles. Also, verify that equipment interlocks are connected to all appropriate equipment according to Signode design. OEM supplied photo eyes and/or safety bumpers at both ends of the head carriage shut off control power to the Signode system, preventing the carriage from indexing if someone is in the way. If control power shuts down, you must return the head carriage to the home position and clear any strap in the strap path before restarting the strapping cycle. Emergency stop buttons enable you to shut off all control power to the Signode equipment in an emergency. After restoring control power, you must reset the strapping cycle to the home position and clear any strap that may be left in the strap path before continuing in the automatic mode. The main control panel lockout shuts off all electrical power to the Signode equipment, including the strapping heads and the head carriage. Signode provides the capability to lock out all air and electrical controls for maintenance purposes. Before servicing the machine, put the machine into home position. Insert the lockout tag on the control panel. Secure the padlock. And take the key with you so that no one other than you can restore power to the equipment. When loading strapping or clearing a strap jam, you will need electrical power. So instead of locking out power, switch the machine into service mode on the control console. And again, take the key with you. The carriage motor drive is disabled, but limited electrical power to the strapping heads remains on, allowing you to remove any strap or clear a strap jam, as well as indexing the head to the home position. Push the index button once on the first faulted sealer. The head will move into the feed position. Push the button once again, which will cycle the head. Once the weld is completed, the head will automatically move to the open anvil position. Do not push the button again. Repeat the process for all faulted heads until all heads are in the anvil open position. The head carriage will clear and the chutes will open. Do not press the buttons on multiple heads in a row before cycling the machine. This causes the heads to reset and the error or errors to be cleared. Once this is achieved, the machine registers that there is no longer an error and the subsequent heads cannot be cleared in automatic mode. To remove a feeder module, begin by putting the machine into service mode. Depending on your machine configuration, you may have to raise the carriage and insert a locking pin to access the feeder modules. Remove any strap. To remove the module, disconnect the electrical quick disconnect. Release the pinch lever. Press the release lever. Lift to remove the module. To reinstall a feed module, slide the module back into the base. Reconnect the quick disconnect cable and follow strap loading procedures. To remove a sealer module, begin by putting the machine into service mode. Depending on your machine configuration, you may have to raise the carriage and insert a locking pin. Remove any strap. To remove the module, disconnect the quick disconnect cable. Open the release lever located on the bottom of the module. Lift to remove the module. To reinstall the sealer module, slide the module back into the base. Reconnect the quick disconnect cable and follow strap loading procedures. If you need to manually eject a bale out of the press, take the strapping system out of automatic mode and place in manual mode on the key switch. Return the head carriage to home position by manually activating the head carriage home switch on the control panel. Manually activate the rear chute with either the up or back position switch. Lock out the air supply and insert the locking pin. After removing the bale, be sure to remove the chute locking pin before turning the power on and placing the system back into auto mode. Now that you know how to safely operate and service your Signode indexer strapping system, you should also be aware of some common misuses of the equipment that can cause serious injuries. The following are examples of how not to use power strapping equipment. Never walk under the chutes when the power is on. Never operate the equipment without the proper guarding. Do not walk into and disrupt the photo eyes when the machine is in automatic mode. Never service, clean, or lean on the machine when the power is on. Do not change the preset logic in the programmable logic controller. Doing so could cause serious personal injury or machine damage. By avoiding these dangerous practices and always following the safety guidelines for clothing, housekeeping, and machine maintenance, you will reduce the chance of injury while working with Signode power strapping equipment. All operators should view this video prior to using any Signode power strapping system. Failure to follow the procedures stated in this video can result in severe personal injury.